Welcome back to the channel, everyone. CryptoTakeOver here, coming back with a Bitcoin cryptocurrency video for you today. We're taking a look at a few articles, going over Bitcoin. Bitcoin sitting right at about $35,100. So we did have quite a bit of a sell-off period here just a couple of hours ago, and we're gonna see if we're still in our symmetrical triangle or not. If Bitcoin looks like it wants to bounce, we'll also take a look at that here in a second. But jumping into our articles, without further ado, let's cue that intro real quick. All right, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that way y'all can stay updated every single video that we make on this channel each and every single day as the Bitcoin price continues to skyrocket. All right, so first article here, we have Ethereum may surge sevenfold to 10,500, Munstrat Global says. And entered the largest second cryptocurrency could climb more than a sevenfold to 10,500 after reaching records this week, according to Fundstrat Global advisor. Strategist David Gritter prediction is based part of the popularity of the related Ethereum blockchain and so far decentralized financial applications. Ethereum has also made progress toward network upgrade. Would it to process a similar number of transactions as MasterCard Inc. and Visa Inc. Either is the best risk reward investment play in crypto. Grider wrote a note Tuesday adding that blockchain computing may be the future of the cloud, risks including setbacks for the network upgrade or a crypto bear market. He said decentralized finance, or DeFi, allows people to do things like lend or borrow funds without the need for traditional intermediaries such as bank. Many DeFi applications are run on Ethereum blockchain. Ether rose to a more than sevenfold last year compared to the quadrupling in the price of Bitcoin amid a polarizing crypto boom. Proponents believe digital coins are maturing as an asset class, while detractions say they remain prone to rampant speculation and major volatility. Ether was trading at about 1,300 as of 8:50 a.m. in London. So yeah. Ethereum putting in some nice record highs here. Let's jump on over into our next article. We have Janet Yellen suggests curtailing cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, saying mainly used for illegal financing. So yeah, this is probably why our market is selling off as of right now. Some bearish news coming out. Janet Yellen says Bitcoin is for terrorism concerns. Cryptocurrency. Okay, so this is just more bearish news, obviously. This gives a reason for market to probably sell off. She actually did an interview, I think yesterday maybe or something. And this was probably believed to be why the price was selling off, because people were saying that Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are used for illicit activities. So we'll have to see how this kind of develops, but I just wanted to touch base on that article there because a lot of people are saying that this is the reason why the sell-off is occurring. And then let's take a look at our last article here. So it is Inauguration Day. So inauguration is taking place right now. Biden enters the White House. What does this mean for crypto in the U.S.? President-elect Joseph R. Biden has plans to enact a number of policy changes on day one of his tenure. Now that the day of the inauguration of the president-elect Joseph R. Biden has arrived, a number of financial and policy analysts are predicting some big policy changes for the financial world over the next 4 years. Within the rising popularity of cryptocurrencies and the spread of financial technologies, it seems inevitable that crypto and fintech will be in the crosshairs of the U.S. regulators. The new administration already has a number of plans toward making policy changes. On day one, reporting that at the starting of the first day of the tenure, Biden used the powers of pen to enact a sweeping transformation of U.S. policies through dozens of executive orders, presidential memorandum, and other official directives. And I'm not too sure what exactly those are. Let me see if we can dive into this article here. Obviously, they're bringing up about DeFi. Regulations administrating by the fintech and crypto space. So I don't know if this is going, crypto friendly does seem okay, but it does seem that there are going to be a lot of different changes, and we'll have to kind of keep up with those as they occur to see what exactly that's going to mean. Biden picks for U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Gary Gensler, He is a Wall Street veteran with deep knowledge of cryptocurrency space. This could lead to an approval of long-awaited Bitcoin ETF and cryptocurrency-friendly regulations. The previous SEC chairman was less friendly in crypto, he added, which was, I believe, Mnuchin, right? And so, now we're going to see possibly some new things take place within the cryptocurrency space moving forward. But yeah, let's just go ahead and dive on into the charts here, see what the charts might be telling us. I know y'all are interested in that, and so am I. So we'll get done with these articles here. Let's move over into the charts and get started over there. All right, so taking a look at Bitcoin to start us off with, Bitcoin sitting right at about $35,000 right now. We're having a little bit of sideways movements after our previous big sell-off. So looking at the 2-hour time frame here, this is what I've been keeping a close eye on for the most part. You can see that we're still kind of bouncing around between these two trend lines here, and we can kind of move that trend line up now. We've still been putting in or holding support above this yellow trend line here, and then our big resistance trend line above us on our 2-hour time frame, sitting still right here at about $38,000 or so. So this is definitely going to be more of a consolidation still for us too as well. And Bitcoin's just been consolidating out for the most part. We know that Bitcoin dominance has also been kind of selling off just a tad bit too. What we're looking at on Cipher B is waiting for our recovery here with our money flow. But I can show y'all what I'm really looking at towards possibly maybe another bounce from here. So if we start to zoom out or zoom back in, looking at the 90-minute time frame, you can still see that we are staying in nice support between these two yellow trend lines and our green resistance trend line above head. So what we're probably looking for is a retest back up above in this green resistance trend line above head one more time, and going to see if we can break out of that. We're looking for about 70% fulfillment on this symmetrical triangle here, and then maybe a big move from there. So obviously the sell-off did occur, but we didn't break our support line, and our support is still holding us to continue this nice bullish or triangle possibly, and then maybe get a bullish break above that. So let's move further down. Looking at the 45-minute here, one thing that I am noticing to possibly make a bearish or a bullish confirmation for us is that on Cipher B, we can see that we've been putting in these smaller, somewhat red patterns here. So they are getting a little bit smaller for us. Even if we were looking at the 90-minute time frame, you can see that in this symmetrical triangle that we're in right now, we've been putting in smaller red money flows during the symmetrical triangle. So that's a good sign for me that it's still going to probably consolidate out a little bit further, and then more than likely we're going to see a really, really big break. We're looking for something probably, what's today, the 20th, the 21st, or 22nd, 23rd, somewhere right around there. So maybe going into tomorrow, we'll see the price recover and possibly a big break from there. Also looking at the 15-minute time frame, this is something that I did kind of notice too as well, is that we are sitting really heavily in this red money flow down here as of right now, and we're probably going to wait for this to recover. We'll probably get a nice bounce here once this 15-minute starts to recover with the red money flow into the greenish area. But I would imagine that we're going to be ebbs and flowing around in this symmetrical triangle probably for a little bit longer before we get a clear break in direction from one side to the other. So we'll move back to the 2-hour, keep a close eye on that for us as of right now. Currently getting a nice green dot here on the 2-hour as well. So we'll have to see how this wants to kind of finish playing out for us too. But yeah, folks, if y'all are interested, we use the Market Cipher Indicator by CryptoFace, the TI Sequential by Tone Vays, and the Market Guide buy and sell signals. So we're using a few paid-for indicators on this channel. You can find the links in the description box below if you're interested in picking those indicators up. And then also you help support the channel by clicking on some of those links in the description box below. Let's take a look and see what's going on with our Bitcoin dominance. As you can see, Bitcoin dominance has just been putting in somewhat of a what do they call it? Descending wedge pattern. Yeah. So there's definitely a descending wedge pattern happening here to the downside. And so now we're probably more than likely looking for this wedge pattern to probably make a nice move to the upside. But this could definitely still trend out a little bit further for us. And then if we get a clear break, we'll probably get a nice move to the upside from here. But yeah, this is our 2-hour chart. Let's take a look at our 4-hour. Somewhat of a descending wedge here, and we're looking for that move to the upside. Waiting for our money flow to definitely recover here on some of these mid time frames here. Our 4 hours still showing some red money flow. We'll have to wait for that to move back to the other side. Taking a look at the 6 hour time frame. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, it still shows that we're in the red money flow. Double snake eyes down here on Cipher B could lead us to an upward trajectory here in the near term future. I would definitely wait for this wedge pattern to finish playing out and then possibly get a nice little bounce from here too as well. I did want to see if any of our lower time frames were already starting to recover. Our 90-minute time frame does look like it's still recovering here with our red money flow starting to move back into that greenish area. So I would definitely looking for probably another bounce here and maybe break out of this wedge pattern here for the Bitcoin dominance chart too as well. So let's take a look at the higher time frames. 12 hour, yeah, it still looks a little bearish as of right now. But yeah, if we do break below this, our higher time frames such as our daily, we've had that same kind of move here where it looked like we were going to move into the red money flow. We got a nice little support and then continue to run from there. And that's probably what I'm expecting here probably as well, is maybe holding support at the 0 pivot point with our green money flow and then making another rally from there too as well. Our higher time frames are still showing green money flow all over the place. So, I'm not 100%. I'm not too scared on it just yet. But we just need to be a little cautious as of right now. Our 4-day money flow ready to probably continue up into this green area too as well. So we'll keep a close eye on things, see how things are going to develop. Moving on into the next couple of days, I'm expecting a really, really big move from Bitcoin from one direction to the other too as well. So keeping a close eye on that. Let's move over into ETH and see how ETH has been performing. Taking a look at our one altcoin for the day. So ETH making a nice little sell-off pattern here. Doesn't look like it's performing all that well as of right now. Let's take off our charts here. Okay, so what we had drawn out, we're getting support here on the 21 EMA on our 6 hour time frame. So we'll just kind of have to keep a close eye on that and see what's going to happen. But ETH did come all the way up to test $1,400, within the past week or so, or within the past couple of days and hours. And so now we're definitely looking for finding some support, possibly here in the near term future, and then maybe making its way back up to that $1,400 area. Our 12 hour and our daily, still sitting above our 21 EMA. What we really want to keep a close eye on is probably these higher time frames. If we break below our 21 EMA, then we're definitely going to be looking for some lower numbers, maybe at the 100 EMA for support. Close around $1,000 or so. But I still feel that the momentum with this move to $14,000 or $1,400 is still going to probably continue up a little bit higher. Oh, I am up here on this. I would think that, with our move to $1,400, Ethereum still going to make a nice rally back up above here and start to recover just a tad bit. So thanks for sticking around, folks. Don't forget we have our Patreon membership page if you want to join us over there. You can find the links in the description box below, and then you'll give me your Discord username, and so that way I can add you to our Discord page too as well. So with that being said, folks, I'll see you all in the next one, and without further ado, let's cue that intro. CTO signing out. Peace.